Hi and welcome along to another ACE tutorial. Today we're going to be going over the entry to exit processes. What this covers is the visitor's journey through your facility. It's really important that when we're looking at aquatic centres and how the consumers interact with us, how they deal with us, how do we deal with the many numbers of people that walk through the door. So when we look at the entry to exit pathway, the first thing that we talk about is what is your check-in system? Do you have an electronic point of sale? How do you make sure that the people coming into the facility are correctly being logged and correctly being registered into the facility, both for utilisation numbers but also for capacity management and revenue? Another one that we talk about, which is really heavy to the customer journey through your facility, is what is your facility cleaning and maintenance schedules like? For example, are you cleaning the changing rooms after a big school group's been through to make sure it's nice for the next members of public or members that will be walking through the door? In this, we also talk a lot about accessibility. How accessible is it to get into your building, and also how accessible is it to get in and out of the pool and changing areas? A really, really important thing if you're going to be all-inclusive. What sort of environmental control systems do you have to make sure that it's always pleasant for the customer, however not costing you an absolute arm and leg in terms of heating and pool costs? How do you deal with your capacity management? At what point do you know that your pool is too full, and how do you make sure that you are always managing that capacity, A, for safety, but B, also to make sure that you are increasing utilisation? What safety communications and alarm systems do you have around the pool? A, to let customers know that there's an issue. For example, if you're on chlorine gas, what is the alarm system for that? Also, how do you alert other lifeguards, stop wave machines, all of those different things? What sort of exit flow control do you have? Is there a bottleneck at the entrance with people coming in and coming out? What sort of signage do you have in and around the facility? And this tool's got some really good guidance and templates that you can use to deliver on better signage and also increase patron education as well. So making sure that the patrons that are using the facility are following the rules and making sure that they are keeping themselves safe throughout the entire time. So if you've identified the entry to exit and the customer journey as a potential area for improvement, what you can see in here is there is, on top of the assessments, which will allow you to go in and do a deep dive on all of the different areas of the entry to exit processes. But what it also does is gives you a whole bunch, again, of guidance. There's tools, there's trainings. If, for example, you wanted to understand what effective aquatic facility signage looks like, there's a whole bunch of guidance here on that, and how do you educate your patrons to make sure that they're following the rules and not causing a kind of confrontation between staff and customers. So as you can see, as you dive in, there is a whole bunch of great tools here that you can use. If I jump into the effective aquatic facility signage piece of guidance, what you can see here is it takes you through all of the different elements that you need to consider when looking at your signage. There is also a full training associated with the signage so that you can actually deliver the best possible signage that you can around the facility, making it clearer and easier for your customers to use your facility. Again, there's heaps of different tools like this throughout the ACE program, and we are always building new tools. Just remember, if you do ever need something that doesn't exist in the system, you can always request a resource through the ACE program itself, and all you've got to do is give us a little bit of information on what you're looking for, and we will be able to create that for you.